Hey guys, it's Melissa and welcome to the Healing Circle and today's segment of What If. So if you caught my slight little hint on Wednesday, it was pets. Pets, pets, pets. So we're talking about pets. Pets of all sorts of shapes, sizes, and types. So pets. So anyway, what if our pets were family members too? I know, it's a strange question because to me they are, but to a lot of people, they're not. Some people simply don't like animals and they want nothing to do with them whatsoever. And that's, your choice, your loss, whatever. And then there's some people that love them, would love to have them, but realize they don't have the time or the ability to have that responsibility for another life, which those people, woohoo, good for you, realizing that you can't do it at the time. Maybe sometime you'll be able to, and hopefully you'll get the benefits of having a pet as well. Um, but knowing your limits and knowing that you cannot care for um, something else, a living being, is great. And it's great to recognize it, recognize that you don't have time, energy, patience, whatever it may be. It's good that you can recognize that. So more power to you. Then you have the regular pet owner who has pets, and they're like, yep, they love them. They interact with them. They're good pet owners. And then you have people like me, where your pets are not your pets. They're your family members. They're completely part of the family. They kind of, yeah, they're family members. There's nothing more to it. They might have fur or scales or whatever the situation, but they're still living beings and they're your family members. Um, so, what if everyone had the opportunity to have said family members like a dog or a cat or a hamster or a snake or um, anything like that? What if you had that opportunity and you could take care of them and they were part of your family? How do you think that would make you feel, and how does that change you as a person? Well, I know me personally. Uh, my pets are my life, whether they're the scaly ones or whether it's my little dog that may or may not run around here. Hopefully he does. Today would be a good day for him to show himself back here. I say it all the time when he's running around, but he hasn't yet. So hopefully today he's going to kind of wander back there so we get to see him or jump in my lap. One or the other. We'll figure that one out. But anyway, having a pet or having a family member like that is so beneficial. They know when you're sad and they comfort you. They know when you're happy. They they live to make you happy or to make sure you're okay. And when you have that bond with them, like you live for the same thing, you want to make sure they're okay. And so what if the certain pet might have his own chair at the kitchen table? Yeah, sorry, not sorry. He's my little min pin. He's a mama's boy, really bad, and it's kind of a mutual thing because we're kind of codependent because he depends on me for food and balancing out his emotions, but I depend on him for balancing my emotions. Not so much the food because we kind of don't eat the same food, but Anyway, so what if you had that opportunity, or what if pets were considered part of your family and not pets to be um, looked at and admired every so often? What if you interacted with them all the time or as often as possible? I know when I'm having a rough day, the easiest way to feel better, to ground myself, is to be near one of my animals. I have several dogs, I have a couple of reptiles, some cats, some birds, a farm. Okay, so lots of animals at my home, and quite frankly, I'd have a lot more. Um, I honestly would. I don't know if I'd ever stop, but because we only have several acres of land. It's not exactly perfect for too many animals. I mean, it's plenty for many animals, but I like to let them run around and be happy and not trip over each other all the time. So, and they probably appreciate that too. But anyway, it's not necessarily about care, this video. It's just, I wonder if everybody or those folks that are questioning it or live vicariously through their friends that have pets or something, if you had the ability to rescue or to have your own family member like that, and you did that, would that change you? How would that change you as a person? How would that change your energy, vibration? Um, that's the what if today. What if you had your pet, your family member that was able to change your vibration to a positive level all the time? Um, they're awesome. I mean, my pets are my family, and I love every little one of them. Every big one, I mean, again, shapes and sizes, all kinds of them, but um, it's important though, and I have to throw this in, even though the question is, what if you had some, but I have to throw this in, like I said earlier, with the people that do understand that they can't have them and it's not appropriate timing or whatever the situation. Kudos to you guys, because it's a big responsibility. It's like having a child. You have to feed them, you have to take care of them. They need you, they look for you for everything. And so if you can't provide that, including the attention, which is probably most important to most of them, then it's good that you can accept that and be okay and not have them. Because that's really important. Pets or family members, they're not like a trade commodity. Unfortunately, there's so many people out there that'll get a pet that's a baby and super cute and easy to handle, and then they grow up and they're like, yeah, not a baby anymore, and leave them on the side of the road or just give them away or sell them or just like get rid of them, period. Um, and I personally cannot understand for the life of me how that happens, but it might just be my thoughts. But they're members. It's like saying, "Oh, my child turned 3 today. Don't like it anymore. I'm going to get rid of it." That's just crazy to me. So what if they were family members and they were treated like such and they were kept and loved and fed and just supplied all the energy and all the love that they needed? Not only is it good for the animal, but it's good for the person. Like my family members, including my son, my family members, they actually, they mean so much to me. And that includes my pets, and it includes my family's pets, like, my brother's dog and everything. They all understand that they're family members and that they're loved and needed just as much as they need us, we need them. So anyway, rambling on because I love animals and I could go on and on and on and on, but probably bore the heck out of you guys. So, what if you had the opportunity to rescue one or have one and you could take care of it and you could treat it like a family member? How would that affect you? I'd encourage it if you're able and you want to and you can do this, because it's a feeling of like no other. Um, and I feel it necessary to touch base on this because of a few people mentioning it to me, and um, the lot up was a neighborhood cat, not mine, but at least one showed their face today or their body. I have to mention that when you lose a pet, I know we went from happy pet to the sadder side, but someone actually asked me the other day why they were looked at strangely because they had lost a pet and they were emotional and stuff. If you don't have a pet and you haven't lost one, you do not and probably will not understand that connection that you have with your animal. When they give all of themselves for you, it you feel that and you know that. And so when you lose that, the pain is pretty intense and it can break your heart. It can change you and it could make you very vulnerable. And for you, the person who asked, and for the rest of you, um, what I would say is just let yourself heal the same way you would if you lost something else, someone else. Everybody mourns and feels differently, and it takes time. Sometimes it's quicker for others, sometimes it takes a while for others, but the grieving process in itself is a strange one. It takes time for some, and it's okay to mourn a pet or a family member that you lose. Uh, and don't let other people look at you and judge you for losing a pet or a family member, as I'm calling mine. But um, don't let that be. You have every right to express your feelings. And honestly, if someone's judging you for that, might want to rethink that relationship and not the relationship of the pet that you lost. Um, with that said, let's get back to the title, What If? What if you had the opportunity to have a family member, a pet, a dog or cat, something so close to you that you had that connection? So, with that said, I hope you guys have your pets and I hope you're enjoying them and I hope they bring you as much joy as mine do to me. Um, I really would love to hear your comments down below about, your pets and a name or what kind of animal it is or anything you want to share. Um, Again, I love all sorts of animals, so I love to hear stories, positive stories, of course. Um, so, with that said, you guys can subscribe, like, share, and definitely comment on what you'd like to see for another segment of What If and about your animals. And until Monday, which I don't know what we're cooking up yet. I tried to pick his brain yesterday, but didn't get an answer. So I might sneak on and let you guys know if I find out. If not, you'll be happily, pleasantly surprised on Monday on what's on your plate. Until then, guys, thanks again for watching. Appreciate your time, the time you take to watch my videos. Hopefully all the information I feed you is helpful to you. And um, yeah, until Monday, please stay healthy and stay safe. And we'll see you then.